Good morning, my dear students. Welcome once again to the Google Classroom. Today we will discuss the question answers of how the dog found himself a new master, and also we will do the textual activities given in the textbook. Okay, so let's get started. First we will go through the question answers. Okay, now the first question that we have here is, why did the dog feel the need for a master? The dog felt the need for a master because he was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being afraid of those who were stronger than he. So he wanted someone to protect him, and also he wanted someone to find food for him. So these are the two reasons why he wanted a master. Next question, who did he first choose as his master? Why did he leave that master? There are two questions over there. The first part is, who did he choose as his first master? Now, who was his first master? His first master was his kinsman, his relative, a wolf. Okay, and why did he leave the wolf? He left the wolf because he understood that the wolf was afraid of the bear. Okay, who did he choose next? So whom did he choose the next? When he found that the wolf was afraid of the bear, the dog went and asked the bear to be his master. So who was his second master? His second master was the bear. Now, fourth question, why did he serve the lion for a long time? He served the lion for a long time because it was a good life and he had nothing to complain of. There was no other strongest beast in the forest, and no one dared to touch the dog or offend him in any way. Many reasons are given. We already discussed that the lion is the king of the forest. So there was nobody to offend or fight against the lion. So he was protected. He was protected and he was having a very good life, and the lion would find the food to eat. He would hunt and he would find the food to eat, and the dog was very happy. So that is why he served the lion for a very long time. Then what happened? Next question, who did he finally choose as his master and why? So finally, who was his master? So we already discussed that when the lion saw the man, he became afraid and he ran away. So who was his final master? His final master was a man, and the reason was that man is the strongest being on earth. So that is why he chose man as his master, and that from that day onwards, dogs are man's most loyal servant. So these are the question answers that we have. Next, we will do the exercise given in the textbook. The first exercise here is the summary of the story is given below, and you have to fill in the blanks by using the phrases given in the box. Now, what do you mean by summary? Summary means the story is mentioned in a short form, and the words given in the box, you have to use that to complete the sentences. So which are the words given here? A dog, stronger than anyone else, the strongest of all, a wolf, the bear, afraid of man, his own master, a lion. So let us discuss through the story again. This is a story of a dog, okay, who used to be his own master. So initially we said that dog was his own master. And what did he decide later? He decided to find a master stronger than anyone else. He went in search of the master, and whom did he find first as his master? First he found a wolf. Okay, then what happened? Was the wolf his master? No, the wolf was afraid of the bear, and the dog thought the bear was the strongest of all. After some time, what happened? The bear was also afraid of the lion, and after some time the dog met a lion who seemed to be the strongest. He stayed with the lion for a long time. Yes, he stayed with the lion for a long time because he had a very good life and there was nobody to offend him. Then the lion saw the man, and what happened? One day he realized that the lion was afraid of the man. The lion started moving away. He was afraid of the man. And then the dog went and became the servant of the man, and to this day the dog remains man's best friend. So that is the summary of the story, and the fill in the blanks are completed. Next we have got some phrases are given and you have to fill in it with the words given in the box. So in the story we discussed a phrase called as a herd of cows. Herd of cows, I said it means a group of cows. So there are some nouns given. When you are using these nouns as in groups, what do you use over there? Okay, those words we are going to discuss now. A group of ships. What do you call a group of ships? It is called as a fleet of ships. Group of flowers are called as a bunch of flowers. Group of chicks are called as a brood of chicks. Next one is a team of cattle. Again we have got group of sticks, a bundle of sticks. You don't say it as a group of sticks, you say it as a bundle of sticks. Then as like in cows also, when you find a group of sheep, you say it as a herd of sheep. Fish, when you find fishes together, you say it as a school of fish. Wolves, a pack of wolves. Okay, so these are the words used to describe the nouns when you find it in groups. It is also called as collective nouns. Okay, next exercise, there are some verbs are given and you have to change it into nouns. Now how do you change these verbs into nouns? Verbs means what? Verbs are action words. Okay, and nouns are naming words. Simple explanation of what verb and nouns are you have studied in your smaller class. So these action words you are changing it into naming words. How do you change it? It is changed by using by using NESS or ITY at the end of each verb. It's a very simple exercise, so let us go through it. Honest. How do you change honest into a noun? It is changed by simply adding Y at the end of it. So it is called as honesty. Kind will change into kindness. Cruel will change into cruelty. Calm will change into calmness. NESS you are adding over there. Sad will change into sadness. Active will change into activity. The end E is removed and ITY is added over there. Similarly for creative, you are removing the I and adding ITY and making it into creativity. Sincere, also similar change is happening. E is removed and ITY is added, sincerity. Cheerful, cheerfulness. Bitter, bitterness. Sensitive, sensitivity. Again E is removed. Great, greatness. So with this we have finished the exercises and I hope you have understood the question answers also. So in the next class we will meet again with a new chapter. Till then, keep working hard. Thank you.